everyone. Today we have an extra video. I know you're all very pleased to see me more than usual. Or not. But today's video is about 5 foolproof gifts. Now, Mother's Day is coming up, so yes, that is why I put this video together, but it's not just for Mother's Day gifts. Not everybody is going to celebrate Mother's Day for various reasons, and I wanted to put together a list that would work for a particular holiday or for any time to celebrate somebody that you appreciate and that you want to get a gift for, but you're not exactly sure what to get. So they're either somebody like myself, and I've been told this about myself. I get it, that I'm difficult to buy for. And the reason I'm difficult to buy for is because I buy everything for myself. I have a tendency to be like, ooh, I like that, and then I purchase it. And then, everyone's like, well, Jennifer, you have everything. We can't buy it for you. I'm like, oh yeah, sorry about that. Or they're a very picky person, which happens, discerning, or you just don't really know them well enough to get like a very highly individualized pick for a gift. So for example, I talk a lot about luxury beauty here, and I would never recommend that you pick out a lipstick or a foundation or even an eyeshadow palette for somebody who you don't know really well, because luxury beauty is expensive, and if they hate the color story, or if the lipstick's the wrong color for them, or the foundation's the wrong, especially foundation, that's just not going to go well. So there are makeup products, beauty products that I could recommend that I'd say, hey, are generally, a good choice, like a lip balm kind of thing, or maybe even a very neutral eyeshadow palette, but that even might be difficult because maybe that person loves very colorful eyeshadows. So, beauty does get a little tricky if you don't know them particularly well. So, I tried to make these as foolproof as possible, but nothing is 100%. That's life for you. So first, we're going to talk about the most beauty related thing in this list. And that's the Amore Visa mist. So this is a refreshing mist. I use this all the time. I talk about it all the time. And I honestly believe that nobody will be offended by this gift. It is a lovely gift. It comes in a really nice box. It's well presented. It's 3.4 fluid ounces, 100 milliliters. I have a code that I'll make sure is down below, and hopefully I'll print it here too, that you can use to get a discount on all the Amore Visa products. I think there are other products by Amore Visa, including the refining facial product, which is basically an exfoliator, which I think would work for most people. But again, I don't think it's foolproof. This, on the other hand, I could see somebody maybe not liking the scent or something, but it's pretty foolproof because it's a mist. You put it on your face and then, it dissipates. And I think for a lot of people, it's going to become like a solid part of their routine. It's just a great product. I really love it. I think it does make your skin look brighter. The scent does give you like a refreshed, kind of awake feeling. I stand by this product and think it's absolutely amazing. Is it foolproof? God, no. Like I said, nothing is, but I think it's going to be close. If you have any questions about it, like how it works for me or anything like that, let me know and I'll be happy to go into that. Second thing is jewelry. Now I, wear a lot of jewelry on this channel. I talk about a lot of different pieces and different brands, but I wanted to come up with something that I thought, again, would work for most price points, would apply to like a broad spectrum, and you could get rings, earrings, necklaces, whatever the case may be, and they were all excellent quality and luxurious, but wouldn't break the bank. Economic times are hard for all of us right now, and I think it's irresponsible for me to come on here and be like, oh, these are foolproof and they're $5,000. So I wanted to talk about Ana Luisa. I've talked about Ana Luisa before. Ana Luisa, thank you so much for sponsoring this part of the video. I am wearing, and I have been wearing, and actually quite many videos, and I usually have it in the description box. These are Ana Luisa necklaces. This is the letter necklace, which is a station necklace. It has J for Jennifer, so I wear this one a lot. And then this one is the Ellery necklace, which is like a little pave. I'll make sure there's a close-up. It's a little pave heart, and it's very tiny. And it slides, so you can, you know, you can turn it around or whatever. This one's a station necklace. And the reason I chose these, and again, Anna Luisa was kind enough to send me these. The reason I chose these is because I like the layered look. Like I like having one closer to my neck and then one further down. I don't like them on top of each other. And I don't really have a lot of gold. Like I don't wear a lot of gold, but I like having the option of having gold because it goes with like my clothing pieces. And these are earrings from them as well. I'll make sure those are linked down below too. And Anna Luisa has silver options and gold options. They're all reasonably priced. They're all just statement, but not overpowering. So if you buy something for if you're buying a gift and you want it to be elegant and you want it to look luxurious, but you don't want it to be like, you know, a statement in the sense that it might be something that someone doesn't like, these are the perfect choices because they are subtle, but elegant, and you can wear them with anything. And like for me, when I don't have a lot of gold pieces, I don't want a big chunky, like, you know, necklace. I want something that I can wear every day. These I've been wearing just all the time to sleep, to yoga, and hot yoga, which, you know, yeah, because I don't want to take them off. You know, it's just easier to keep them on. I wear them in the shower. I haven't had any problems, no tarnishing, just absolutely beautiful. And like I said, they have tons of different options. So you can buy, you know, anything that you want to buy. But they also have this necklace that some of you might like to get. It's called the Mama necklace. So it just says Mama, and it's like the letter. And I think that's really cute. I mean, if you're a mom, or if you're a dog mom like me, I just think it's a really cute little gift because it's simple. Like I said, it's simple, elegant, and just, you know, not too over the top. And it's something you can wear all the time. They also have really excellent clasps. I'll show you a close-up of the clasp with different stations on the necklace so that you can have different lengths. And that's, in my opinion, a mark of like a really well-made piece and a luxurious piece that a lot of the lower priced items don't have. Like you can buy similar jewelry, but it doesn't have these luxurious touches like the Anna Luisa pieces do. And that for me makes a huge difference. You know, you can wear them in the shower, you don't have to worry about them tarnishing. You can wear them all the time, they're not uncomfortable. They have these different stations, and the clasp is a really good lobster claw clasp instead of just the ring. Because the O-rings, for me, especially with the nails, I have some difficulty with. So that's one thing for the necklaces. And then the earrings are just, there's so many different kinds of earrings, which I've talked about many, many times. I have a lot of Anna Luisa earrings, rings, you know, bracelets, the whole thing. So I think you cannot go wrong with the Anna Luisa pieces. These are like my favorites. That's why I picked them. But I'll make sure that there's a general link down below so you can check out the whole website. There's like tons of different pieces that you can choose. And the Mama necklace is very cute if you're looking for something specifically for Mother's Day. And again, thank you, Anna Luisa, for sponsoring that part of the video. Then we have, I'd say, the most expensive thing on the list, which is the Lake and Sky perfumes. Lake and Sky is a brand that I'm sure you've seen at Sephora. They have it at Nordstrom. They have their own website. And today I'm going to talk about how to buy them on their website because I have a code for you guys that you can use for a discount. They have a number of really nice perfumes, but the one that I want to talk about specifically, there's actually two, but is 1111, and then the new one, which is 1111 Vanilla. So why am I talking about these with all the perfumes that I have and all of the different ones I could possibly recommend? Here's why. 1111 is a very unique fragrance. It is a very safe fragrance. You know, that word sounds like it has a bad connotation because it sounds like it's not interesting, but elevated and interesting. It's a musky skin scent that has a little bit of like a clean scent to it. When you're talking about like something that you feel like you could wear in the summer, in the winter, you could wear it to yoga, you could wear it to the office, you could wear it on a plane. It's comforting to you, but it's not offensive to anyone else. But it's also like interesting and different. It's not like any other fragrance I've smelled. It has this It's like a musky, it's a musk, but it's not an animal musk. It's a musky skin scent that has like a little bit of amber. There's a little bit of vanilla, just look at the tiniest bit. But there's something else, like a airiness to it that, frankly, when I first sprayed it, Lake and Sky did send these to me. When I was wearing it around, I was like, oh, you know, it's nice. And then it was literally like later in the day, I was sitting with the dogs and I was like, it smells really good in here. And I kept thinking, did I do a plug-in? Or I was like, it can't be the dogs. The dogs don't smell that great. I was like, but it smelled just really clean and really like refreshing. And I was like, what is that smell? And then I realized it was this. It was the 1111. So it has this just comforting feeling. I don't generally say that about like clean fragrances, because usually clean connotates to me like green, which I'm not a fan really of green. It's not that. It's like this airiness, cotton, like clean clothes out of the laundry kind of feeling. So yeah, I really like this, and I can see why it became so popular. Like 1111 is one of those fragrances that kind of has a cult following, and I can understand why now. So I think it's, again, nothing's foolproof, but I think it's very close to being foolproof. And it doesn't give me migraines, by the way. That's not saying it won't give someone else migraine, but it doesn't give me migraines. They come in these travel sizes, which I think is the best way to buy fragrance for somebody that you don't know. But the bigger size, the 1.7, if you know that they like this type of fragrance, it's not, I mean, it's a good price point for what it is. It's $100. It's $95, which is a very good price point for a elevated, good quality 1.7 ounce fragrance. Trust me, check out prices for fragrances. You'll see what I'm talking about. But they also just came out with the Lake and Sky 1111 Vanilla. And this is in the fragrance oil, which is how they started actually. 1111 was originally a fragrance oil. And this is Roller Balm, which I really like actually. And so if you're a fan of oils, this is a great one, because can you see how oily that is? Like, can you see it's an actual oil? It's not, there's a lot of product that comes out of here. Like, it's definitely an oil. So you can use it on your skin as like a body oil. And it has the same elements of 1111, that airiness, musky, like clean, but it dries down with a beautiful vanilla background. And honestly, I can't think of any, unless you hate vanilla, which is possible, don't get me wrong, I don't see how you would hate this. Like, it's just a really good gift, and it comes in this really cute little pink toile like thing on the bottom, and it's just a really cute little gift. You could put it in like a little pink bag and maybe do like, you know, a lip balm with it, like something like that that has like no shade to it. And I just think that would be a really great gift for Mother's Day, because it's airy, it's light, it has a little bit of vanilla. If you know someone hates vanilla, then just go with the original 1111. They also have the rollerball version. I just think these fragrances, A, for the price point, 2, for the elevated nature of what they are. They're unique, they're different, they don't smell like every other fragrance you're gonna get. They are, I think they're gonna work for most people, and they are at a price point that like is very reasonable for what they actually present. There are a lot of fragrances that I can give recommendations on, but I think that becomes very personal and very personalized very quickly. The next one is a candle, right? Because candles are always a great gift. I give a lot of candles to a lot of people, and I love many, many candles out there. You can see from behind me all the candles that I love. But the one I'm gonna recommend has to do, again, with the things that I've been talking about. Price point, you know, a lot of people will like them, excellent presentation, good customer service, by the way, for all these products. It's the hotel lobby candle, which is in the background. And the hotel lobby candle is like for a 10-ounce candle, that size back there, it's $58, which, trust me, is a very good price point for an elevated, elegant, luxury candle, packaging, all that good stuff. They have a number of different scents, and the whole idea of the hotel lobby candle is that the candles smell like an expensive luxury hotel lobby. They have one that's like a Miami lobby, New York lobby. They have the traditional one. That's Well, the London one's my favorite, actually. The London one's my favorite because it smells like a tea room with like lavender. It's phenomenally good. I have 2 of them. They also have the diffusers as well. The packaging is outstanding. You see that box in the back? That's the box that the diffuser and the candle come in. So it's amazing. And so the packaging is like over the top gorgeous. And pricing is really good for what you're getting. The scents are beautiful. And they smell like a lovely hotel lobby, a luxury hotel lobby. The reason hotels pick those types of scents is because they are generally appreciated across the board by most of their like customers. So they're scents that are like either warm and inviting or, you know, cool and inviting. The lavender's like a cooler scent. Exactly. They're beautiful and elegant, but not like, they're not a scent that it's going to divide people in general. They're scents that are overwhelmingly popular, but elevated. And that is hard to find. And that is why I love this brand so much, because I've never given a hotel lobby candle to someone where they've been like, I don't like the scent. Like everyone's like, I've never heard of this brand. I love them. It's a really good gift. If, you know, if the other things aren't appealing to you, like a candle or a diffuser, great way to go. And last is not really a beauty product. It's a gourmand product, and that's Tea Forte. You can buy them on teaforte.com, or you can get them at Macy's. And they're gift sets, basically, of different types of teas. I love tea. I drink tea all the time. I have a hot water machine that I use, which I could recommend. That one's amazing. I have a Le Creuset tea kettle, which I just let sit on my range in blue. I love that. Very expensive, but I love it. But the idea of giving someone a tea set, like, is that can be extremely expensive and also, you know, very personalized. But tea in and of itself, who's not going to love these gorgeously wrapped little triangle paper tea sets? It's just a lovely gift. And even if somebody is like a coffee drinker, you know, most people will drink tea. It's like relaxing. You can get the ones that are like the more, you know, chamomile type ones or the black tea type sets. It's just, I mean, I love getting tea sets. And I honestly can't think of anyone who would be like offended by a tea set. It's just like, it's a lovely gift. It's a lovely thought. It's a nice gift to get for someone. And the packaging is really like beautifully done by Tea Forte. I think it's like very special. It's very elevated. So that's my, you know, my 5 foolproof gifts. Now, again, I know, you know, joking around, but nothing is foolproof. And so I don't want anyone to take this and be like, oh, she said everyone would love this. This is social media, guys. We have to, like, you know, we have to exaggerate slightly here. But I do think these are like, if you really don't have any ideas, one of these will work. And I came up with this list, honestly, like I said, because I've had difficulty buying for people. Mother-in-laws and, you know, friends who just had a baby and you want to get them something for Mother's Day and you're like, I don't know what they have at this point. They're on the other side of the country. Like, you know, they're my friends, but I haven't seen them in 6 years. That's a thing, right? And you also don't want to spend a fortune when, you know, your groceries cost like $200 so every day. So yeah, I mean, you have to balance things. But I am the person who, I will not buy something that I don't think has good customer service, has quality items, that has beautiful packaging, that isn't like up to my standards. I don't know. I am discerning about the gifts that I buy for my friends, for my family, for myself. And so I feel like it's harder to find if you're trying to factor in all of those things. And here were 5 things that I thought might work for this Mother's Day or for any, frankly, occasion that you want to come up with some gifts for people. So hopefully it was helpful. If you guys have any questions or if you have any personalized recommendations that you want, that you need, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them. But yeah, I personally would love any of these gifts. I'm going to buy more hotel lobby candles. I have a lot of Tea Forte already in my cabinet. Ana Luisa, I have so much Ana Luisa, and I've gifted a lot of Ana Luisa because I just think the pieces are great. The Amora Vista products are amazing. And the Lake and Sky is a relatively new find for me, and I'm really impressed with their product. Their stuff is a little different than a lot of the perfumes that I find that are at like a Sephora or an Ulta. Not that you can't find good products there. You absolutely can find good fragrances there. But if you are more of a niche fragrance person and you've spent a lot of time with perfume and you've collected a lot of perfume, you can become a little snobby about your perfumes. And this one, at least so far from what I'm experiencing, has those nuances, has a little bit more of that elevated scent profile to it without the price. So when I find those types of things, I always like to call them out. So I feel like that about all of these products, actually. That's why I put the list together. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you in another video really soon.